Ever wondered why misunderstandings are so common in relationships? Well, it's because human communication is a beautifully complex affair. It's like a dance where the rhythm, steps, and nuances all play crucial roles. However, just like in a dance, a misstep can lead to confusion. And similarly, in communication, a misinterpretation can lead to misunderstandings. In the intricate world of relationships, these misunderstandings can create unnecessary rifts. But fear not, for every problem, there's a solution. And the key to deciphering this complex code? Effective communication. Effective communication is the cornerstone of any successful relationship. It's the bridge that connects two individuals, allowing them to share their thoughts, feelings, and perspectives. It's the tool that helps us navigate through the labyrinth of human emotions, and it's the salve that can heal the wounds caused by misunderstandings. So, are you ready to take the first step towards better understanding and harmony? Stay tuned as we unravel the steps to resolving misunderstandings in relationships. The first step to solving any problem is recognizing that it exists. In the world of relationships, misunderstandings are like uninvited guests, showing up without notice and causing chaos. They're unavoidable, but knowing how to identify them is the key to keeping the relationship ship sailing smoothly. Misunderstandings are often silent saboteurs, sneaking in unnoticed until they've caused considerable damage. So, how do you spot them? Well, if you find yourself or your partner frequently saying things like, "That's not what I meant," or "You're not understanding me," there's a good chance a misunderstanding has taken root. Another sign could be the sense of feeling unheard or misunderstood. If your conversations often end with one or both of you feeling frustrated or not heard, it's time to take a step back and reevaluate. But identifying the misunderstanding is only half the battle. The next step is acknowledging its impact on your relationship. Misunderstandings, if left unchecked, can create a chasm between you and your partner. They can breed resentment, distrust, and dissatisfaction, slowly eroding the bond you share. And let's not forget the emotional toll. Misunderstandings can lead to unnecessary conflict, causing stress and emotional exhaustion. The sense of constantly being on edge, waiting for the next argument to erupt, can be quite draining. So, what do you do once you've identified that a misunderstanding has occurred? You acknowledge it, you recognize its presence and the impact it's having on your relationship. This might seem like a daunting task, but don't worry, it's not about placing blame. It's about understanding that somewhere along the line, communication broke down and now it's time to mend it. Acknowledging the misunderstanding opens a door to a conversation. It's an invitation to sit down, talk, and understand each other's perspectives. It's not about who's right or who's wrong, but about understanding where the other person is coming from and finding common ground. Recognizing the misunderstanding is the first step towards healthy communication. It's the beginning of a journey towards a stronger, healthier, and more fulfilling relationship. Because at the end of the day, it's not about avoiding misunderstandings, but learning how to navigate through them together. Now that you've identified the misunderstanding, it's crucial to keep calm and listen. In the heat of a disagreement, it's easy to let emotions take the driver's seat. But remember, your goal isn't to win the argument, but rather to clear the fog of misunderstanding. To do that, you must first stay calm. Breathe in, breathe out. A calm mind can think clearly, understand better, and react wisely. Once you've attained that state of calm, it's time to lend an ear. Listen to your partner. And when we say listen, we mean really listen. Not just hearing the words that are being spoken, but understanding the emotions behind them, the message they're trying to convey. It's about understanding their perspective, their viewpoint. And while you're at it, remember to avoid defensive or aggressive reactions. It's not a battle. There's no need for armor or weapons. When you feel the urge to interrupt or argue back, take a moment. Take a deep breath. Remind yourself that this is about resolution, not conflict. By staying calm and listening, you're not just resolving a misunderstanding. You're also showing your partner that you value their perspective, that their feelings matter to you. You're building trust, strengthening your bond. So remember, the next time a misunderstanding arises, don't let your emotions cloud your judgment. Stay calm, listen, because listening is the key to understanding your partner's viewpoint. After listening comes expressing. This is the part where you get to share your side of the story, but remember, how you express yourself can make all the difference. It's not just about what you say, but how you say it. Think about your feelings and thoughts. They are important. They matter. But they need to be communicated clearly and respectfully. This isn't about a blame game. It's about understanding and resolving. You're not trying to win an argument. You're trying to win back harmony in your relationship. So, how do you do this? Use I statements. Instead of saying, "You always ignore me," try saying, "I feel ignored when you spend so much time on your phone." This approach shifts the focus from the other person's actions to your feelings. It reduces the chances of your partner feeling attacked and becoming defensive. Also, be specific and avoid generalizations. Instead of saying, "You never help with the housework," you could say, "I felt overwhelmed yesterday when I had to clean the entire house by myself." But remember, expressing your feelings isn't about dumping every single negative emotion on your partner. It's about sharing your truth in a way that fosters understanding and empathy. And it's just as important to express positive feelings as it is to express negative ones. Remember, clear expression of feelings can pave the way towards resolution. It's about opening up, being vulnerable, and inviting your partner to understand your perspective. It's about building bridges, not walls. In resolving misunderstandings, the goal is not to win, but to understand. In the midst of a disagreement, it's tempting to want to prove your point, to come out as the victor, the one who's right. But when we're in this mindset, we're often blinded by our own perspectives, and we miss out on the opportunity to truly understand where our partner is coming from. Let's take a step back and think about it. Winning an argument might feel good in the moment, but does it really solve the issue at hand? Does it bring us closer to our partner? The answer, more often than not, is no. Because when we're focused on winning, we're not focused on understanding. And understanding is the key to resolving misunderstandings. Instead of trying to prove who's right or wrong, let's shift our focus to finding common ground. We're all unique individuals with our own thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. And that's okay. In fact, it's more than okay. It's what makes us, us. But when these differences cause misunderstandings, it's important to remember that it's not about whose perspective is better. It's about understanding each other's perspectives. Respecting these differences is crucial. It doesn't mean you have to agree with everything your partner says or does. It simply means acknowledging that their viewpoint is just as valid as yours. It's about stepping into their shoes and seeing the world from their eyes. Working towards a mutual understanding is the ultimate goal. It's not about compromise or sacrifice. It's about coming to a place where both of you feel heard, respected, and understood. It's about building a bridge of understanding that connects the two of you, rather than building walls of disagreement that keep you apart. So next time you find yourself in the middle of a misunderstanding, remember this. Winning an argument may give you a temporary sense of satisfaction, but seeking to understand will give you something much more valuable, a deeper connection with your partner. Seeking to understand rather than win is the cornerstone of resolving misunderstandings. Lastly, remember the power of apology and forgiveness. These are not just words, but actions of immense strength that can heal wounds and mend bridges. When you're wrong, acknowledge it. An apology is not a sign of weakness, but rather an admission of humanity. It's a way of saying, "I'm human, I make mistakes, and I'm sorry." Accepting apologies when they're given is equally important. It requires setting aside your pride and opening your heart to the possibility of reconciliation. It's a way of saying, "I acknowledge your remorse and I'm ready to move forward." Forgiveness, however, is the true cornerstone of resolution. It's about letting go of resentment and bitterness, freeing yourself from the chains of the past. It doesn't mean forgetting what happened, but rather choosing not to let it define your relationship moving forward. Apologizing and forgiving are the final steps to moving past misunderstandings. So, that's our step-by-step guide to resolving misunderstandings in relationships. We've journeyed through the complexities of relationship dynamics, highlighting the importance of acknowledging the existence of a misunderstanding. Remember, it all begins with recognition. Next, we emphasize the power of maintaining composure and lending an ear to your partner. Listening is the cornerstone of understanding. From there, we explored the art of self-expression, reminding you that your feelings matter too. It's about creating a balance between speaking and listening. Moving forward, we delved into the principle of seeking to understand rather than to win. Love is not a battlefield, it's a dance of compromise and respect. And finally, we discussed the healing power of apology and forgiveness. These are not signs of weakness, but of strength and maturity. Remember, misunderstandings are normal, but resolving them effectively can make your relationship stronger. Thanks for watching.